Don't sweat the business about the 747. I heard they got Lebedev anyway. Back to the same old routine. Your brother sure had us fooled. We sure cleaned house tonight. Heard you're shipping out to Hong Kong. Good luck. I heard Anna got killed. Amazing. Never seen HQ so crowded during graveyard. Glad one of the Dentons is gonna stick it out. Whoever got Anna must have caught her by surprise. Your brother sure had us fooled. I heard Anna got killed. Amazing.
What the hell were you thinking, JC?
Agent Navarro was out of line. I had no choice.
They'll have you killed. They won't even blink an eye.
Neither did I.
Well, watch what you say around Manderley. Let's leave it at that. I've been in contact with Gunther, by the way. No sign of your brother at the airport.
He sure caused his share of trouble. I don't know what to think anymore.
I wonder what it is he found out. Why he'd defect.
He thinks he has proof of a conspiracy.
Wild stuff, huh? I'd like to hear what he has to say. If you hear from him, or if you find out where he is, don't worry about the info link. I'll erase the archives.
You think he's right?
Worth hearing him out. I've never known Paul to make a mistake. Manderley was tuned in when you reached the 747. It really is all over for Paul. I know it can't be easy for you, not knowing where he is. Just hang in there. I'll let you know if I find out something. Paul never was gung-ho aggressive like some agents. I guess I know where he's coming from. I've armchair quarterbacked my share of search and destroys. Turns your stomach sometimes. If you need me, I'll be tuned in. Just holler. Just hang in there. I'll let you know if I find out something. I know it can't be easy for you, not knowing where he is.
My vest caught a few slugs, but I had a job to do, and I did it.
Amazing.
How are are you holding up?
Not so good. I don't know who to trust anymore.
No one blames you about Lebedev. You refused an order to kill in cold blood. Precisely your duty as a UNATCO peacekeeper.
I think Manderley will.
He'll cool down. The important thing is that you obey your conscience.
Right.
Tell me what you need, and I'll load you up.
I'll take the tranquilizer darts for the crossbow.
A man of tactics. I like that. This is no time to be messing around. Stay on task, Agent.
I said no more questions.
Not much happening down here, Agent. We had to execute the prisoners. They wouldn't talk. Simon shot one of them himself. Now that's somebody you don't want to piss off. All the same, this post is a little more exciting when we got someone in custody. Take a look around if you want. Take a look around if you want. Not much happening down here, Agent. Take a look around if you want.
I have good reason to hold back the announcement.
Don't sweat the business about the 747. I heard they got Lebedev anyway. Whoever got Anna must have caught her by surprise. Glad one of the Dentons is gonna stick it out.
You won't give up, will you?
What's wrong?
Agent Denton's the guy I met in the bathroom.
Oh, I see. Agent Denton. I was just telling Shannon about the operation. Quite a success, wasn't it? We sure appreciate you staying late and helping out. Agent Denton. We sure appreciate you staying.
Do you mind we're talking? Do you mind we're talking?
We sure appreciate you.
Do you mind we're talking?
Your brother sure had us fooled. Heard you're shipping out to Hong Kong. Good luck.
I can't believe it, JC. What got into Paul?
I guess he got a better offer.
What a blow. I don't know how we'll recover. It's almost like losing a son.
I don't understand it myself, but we've got to go on. Is Manderley available?
Go right in, JC. He has a lot to discuss. You better not keep him waiting.
This line has been shut down by order of UNATCO.
You better not keep him waiting.
Here, take your op bonus. 1,000. No use splitting hairs this time.
I have some bad news about Agent Navarro.
No shit. What the hell happened in there?
Lebedev. A surprise attack.
I find that hard to believe. You're digging your own grave if you cover up for your brother.
Yes, sir. I'm not covering up for Paul, sir.
Because he's gone, JC. I hope you'll understand this. The Coalition has shut down his augmentations and activated the kill switch.
Activated. What?
Some very important officials have become nervous. Nervous about Paul, but also about you.
I think I've proved myself. Can they really kill him by pressing a button?
Yes, and you too. So take these orders seriously. They're sending you to Hong Kong.
What about Paul? Will I get to see him again?
Please, just get your equipment and meet our pilot Jock at the helipad. You'll need to take out a man called Tracer Tong, Paul's contact in Hong Kong. Prove that they can trust you. JC,
Yes.
it's critical that they trust you.
So long, Agent. We'll miss you, Agent. Strange you were reassigned so soon after only one day. You know what they say about China, right? That's where UNATCO sends people they aren't sure of. Kind of what Central Asia used to be for the Russians. Don't get mixed up with the wrong triad. From what I hear, that was Paul's mistake. Well, have a good trip. Well, have a good trip.
I'm taking you to New York.
My orders are to go to Hong Kong.
Your brother's in trouble. You need to meet him in Hell's Kitchen at the apartment.
What's wrong?
I'll let him speak for himself. He just wanted me to get you to the hotel. He doesn't have much time. Your brother's hurt pretty bad. You'll find him at the apartment. If he can walk, get him to come with you. I can pick you guys up in Battery Park.
Is this kill switch real? What's it going to do to you?
I'm afraid that's, classified.
Manderley said you're going to die.
You've got to have God clearance to know. The nanites can be programmed for exponential growth.
There's a chopper that can take us to Hong Kong. You know Jock?
First, you're the only one that can help. I need to send the NSF distress code. UNATCO tracked Lebedev to the other NSF bases, and to Silhouette in France.
Go on.
UNATCO takes payoffs. Silhouette, the other terrorist groups, they're our allies.
I'm prepared to believe you. I killed Agent Navarra, and I'll join you against UNATCO, but I want proof.
You want proof? Pay a visit to the NSF headquarters. Down in the basement, protected by booby traps, a data cube sits on the edge of a table. My report to the militia leaders. Here, I have a photograph of the building. It's a couple blocks to the west, behind the bar.
And I suppose while I'm there, you want me to encrypt a signal with the NSF transmitter, bypass UNATCO SIGINT?
A lot of people could die. My friend Chad, for example, the leader of Silhouette.
I'll check out the facility, but I can't promise I'll help the terrorists. Be ready to leave for Hong Kong when I get back. You sure you're all right?
No worse than a bad cold. What kills me is just
that they have this kind of power.
The power, yes, but the fact that it's been there from the beginning. A lot of things are starting to make sense. You remember Mom and Dad?
You think they knew?
Lebedev thought so. He said they were employees of the United Nations.
They would never have agreed to anything like a kill switch.
Remember, I knew them longer than you did, and after what Tong showed me, I'm pretty certain we don't have a stitch of DNA in common with either of our supposed parents. They've opened up the street behind the bar. The NSF base is on the other side of the tunnel. Silhouette's not much to speak of militarily, but you might call them the brains of the resistance movement. They go after public opinion. If it wasn't for Silhouette, there'd be a half a dozen meaningless civil wars going on instead of any kind of worldwide struggle. Ironically, to fight the One-Worlders, we ourselves have to become a global organization. It's been easier than we expected. Average people are beginning to wake up to the fact that bigger isn't better. A few bureaucrats in New York can't make good decisions for New Jersey, let alone Paris or a village in China. That kind of centralization can only lead to precisely the debacle that the UN has become. Somehow the notion of unalienable liberty got lost. It's really become a question of what liberties will the state assign to individuals? Or rather, what liberties will we have the strength to cling to? It's only a matter of time before someone clever and ambitious figures out that the tools of dictatorship have been ready-made by well-meaning governments all over the world. UNATCO, for instance, a global response to a common problem. Looks good on paper, but a global military force is hard to keep accountable. UNATCO is already in the wrong hands. I don't know whose hands, but you'll find records of outside influence if you dig around the NSF headquarters. You better get moving. You better get moving.
My boyfriend.
And what is he?
He's Jojo. God!
I don't like him staying in my hotel.
Then evict him.
How'd you get mixed up with someone like that in the first place?
Jesus, Dad, do you expect me to do it? It's your hotel.
I just don't want any trouble.
Then get used to it. Jojo's the boss on this street. Nothing anybody can do about it. Mind your own business.
What's the trouble?
None of your business.
One of the neighborhood thugs, Jojo. He thinks he owns the block.
I can straighten him out. Just tell me where he is.
I get some rough people in here, but this guy, I don't know, he's jumpy.
He's just a punk. I'll take care of it.
Can you help me out? I could really use a gun for protection.
You can have my stealth pistol. That'll keep you safe.
Thanks. That'll help.
You aren't gonna shoot nobody. Jesus!
Be careful with that.
You're gonna get him killed.
I hope I don't have to use this thing. I hope I don't have to...
You're gonna get him killed.
Your buddies at UNATCO asked us to steer people away from the Ton. This block is about to heat up again. Clear the streets, no exceptions. We're telling everyone to leave the neighborhood. This one may get out of control. Keep moving, Agent. This area has been declared a UNATCO security zone. Please comply with the evacuation notice. Your buddies at UNATCO asked us to steer people away from the...
Perfect. Someone who can tell me about the raid.
What I want to know is how my boss found out that I talked to you.
You're the investigator. You tell me.
I think one of us told him.
If I knew him, I wouldn't have to question you, now would I? Just answer one thing. Why are they closing the bar and clearing out the streets? What could be worse than the fighting earlier this evening?
I wish I had an answer to that, but even if I did, it wouldn't be any of your business. How about I interview you? Tell me what you've dug up on the raid.
What's the matter? Did they leave you out of the loop?
I'm the one asking the questions.
Must be a high-level operation. I'd sure like to know what it is.
All right, forget it. I'll find out on my own.
Place is almost empty. I could sure use better contacts at UNATCO. Let me know if you hear anything. Let me know if you hear anything.
Hey, you know the Rentons, right? There's trouble at the Ton.
Yeah?
Jojo Fine, a punk from around here. Thinks he's gonna use the hotel as his next base.
UNATCO's looking for him. He worked for the NSF.
Far as I can tell, UNATCO doesn't give a damn about Jojo or the Rentons. Bigger fish to fry, I suppose. What do you need?
Nothing, but thanks.
Here's a tip for free. Take cover. UNATCO's about to do a raid. All they said was, clear out, we're coming in. In case you didn't know, some thug's taking over the Ton. Someone should take care of it. I hear UNATCO's got a team going over the old NSF hideout. Probably put me out of business. By morning, UNATCO will know everything there is to know about the rebels. I bet I wake up tomorrow and I don't have a job. I bet I wake up tomorrow and I don't have a job.
Sick of being shoved around. I'm just minding my own business. You better stay away from the apartment on the second floor. That guy's packing, and he doesn't like people messing with his stuff. Back off, buddy. I'd stay out of the streets if I was you. I'm just minding my own business. I'm just minding my own business.
No escape. It's already too late for you. Came at us with everything they had, cut us to pieces even before we could take Washington State. They have us outnumbered. Some of us will be heroes. The rest of us will walk away on both legs. They have you, Sonny. They have you this time. They have us outnumbered.
What you just lying around for, girl?
What?
I told you. Bar Rush is money. It's business.
In a minute.
That's... Oh, you bad.
That's right, man.
That all you got?
Oh, we got it.
I was hoping I'd run into that punk.
I can't believe you shot him.
I won't stand by and let somebody treat you like that.
Oh, that's just Jojo. He talks big.
I think he'll be happier without that guy around.
Now maybe you can stay home for a while.
Dad.
Or at least stick around the hotel. I just want to know that you're safe.
I don't know. Maybe.
Give it a try. I promise I won't cramp your style.
Maybe I'll stick around until I get on my feet.
I'd love to stay and chat, but I've got to get moving.
I'm glad that's over.
But if I stay, first thing is I'm gonna get rid of these rats.
Now maybe things will get back to normal.
Guess this place isn't as bad as the warehouse I've been sleeping in.
Thanks for the gun. I feel much safer.
Since Johnny's dead too, maybe I can get back to a normal life.
I'm glad that's over.
Guess this place isn't as bad as the warehouse I've been sleeping.
Thanks for the gun. I feel much safer.
Yes. Password?
Bloodshot.
Hey, Mr. UNATCO man, you guys going after JoJo?
I'm not going after anybody.
That's pretty logical. Him being hit out in the ton.
Jojo Fine of the NSF?
The whole street's a UNATCO security zone. That's why they sent me down here. They're gonna take that punk out and no one's gonna miss him.
You can forget about Jojo. I left him on his back in the hotel.
Really? That's it?
He's not going to be a problem anymore.
Does that mean the evacuation's over?
You better stay here until the police say it's okay.
I gotta use the street to get home. They got JoJo. What more do they need to do? Man, I can't believe that guy's dead. I've been dreaming about this day. I can't wait to tell Janie. Thanks, man. Really. They got JoJo. What more do they need to do?
Yes. Password?
Bloodshot.
Tell Paul he better lay low for the next few hours. Now what do you want?
Anything for sale?
Hey, about your brother. If he's in Hell's Kitchen, he's a sitting duck.
So you heard that he went over to the NSF?
UNATCO's got this place nailed down. One thing they can't stand, an agent gone AWOL.
Maybe I should prepare for the worst. What do you have for me?
I have an extended clip that'll fit most handguns and rifles for 1,500 credits, a range weapon mod for 2,400, and a napalm canister that fits most flamethrowers for 2,250.
Not interested.